What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Pot Still Life. I'm Ryan.
I'm AJ. And temperature-wise hot. This scarf is pretty hot. There's no other word to describe it. The surface of the sun. This corduroy Ron Burgundy style 1980s shirt is doing it for you too.
It is, and it matches the beard. I mean, you got a beard, you got to go corduroy.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but if you got a beard, you got to go scarf.
That's true. That's true. You do have that perfect length of beard for that scarf.
Yeah, I do.
Like my beard would be like out.
Well, yeah. This, you got to maintain your beard somehow.
I've been seeing a lot on like different Facebook groups and everything. People asking the question: got a holiday gathering we're going to? Got a holiday party? We're getting together for Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah.
What do people suggest as a bourbon to take to a gathering? I'm like, all right, so that's a great question. You got to really thread the needle with what you're taking to a gathering. Yes. Some of the criteria would be what? We got to look at price. You don't want to go $200 bottle of bourbon. That's stupid.
Kind of give the wrong message too.
Yeah.
He's like, hey folks, here's the $500 bottle of bourbon. It's like, what's that guy trying to hide?
Yeah, here's an old Fitz 11 year.
Yeah.
It's kind of like driving a red Porsche.
It is.
Yeah. Even though I really want a Porsche
for something. The next is proof points.
Who is going to be there? Is it going to be like your local bourbon club? Probably not, because we're talking about like family gatherings.
Yes.
So you're probably going to have a few people there that like bourbon, and then you might have some people there that have never tried bourbon before. Yeah. So you don't want to blow everybody out of the water with like a 135 proof single barrel Old Forester store pick.
What if they want to try bourbon? And the first one that they actually try, it just completely burns them out. Well, now they might think, well, I never want to drink bourbon again because it's kind of exactly what I thought it might be.
Too high.
So bring a lower proof bourbon or like a mixture. What was something we thought of? Like
I'm thinking
from
like
90 to 100 something?
Yeah, anywhere from 90 to 105, I think is a safe range where you're going to be able to please most of the palates there. You're not going to blow out the newcomers as long as you pick carefully in that 100, 105 proof point range. And you're also going to have something that's interesting for people who enjoy bourbon.
I agree.
Too. If it's everybody, if you know nobody there drinks, stay at the lower end of the proof point. Stay something sweeter, nothing too complex. If you know it's primarily bourbon aficionados, bring something more interesting, but still don't blow the budget. So we're saying price-wise between 20-ish and 60-ish dollars, depending on where your budget falls.
And availability too. If don't get something that, I mean, if you can find something that's cool, that's pretty rare. But this list is something that you can go out and you can find it pretty much anywhere. Would you like to start us off?
I think this is absolutely you should be able to find it anywhere and everywhere in the country at a reasonable price. It's going to come in roughly in the $30 range.
This is in no particular order either. This is a 10 bourbons to bring to a family gathering. This is not a top 10. This is best to worst. This is in no particular order.
So this you should be able to find anywhere, everywhere, on any shelf is just good old Woodford Reserve. You're going to come in roughly in that $30 range, depending on where you're at. Yeah. It's just solid. I mean, you can find it at pretty much any bar too, but it hits for the newcomers. It's coming in at 90 proof for experienced people too. They're not going to be, they're not going to be like, oh, you brought Woodford Reserve. No, Woodford's just a phenomenal pour. Yeah, and it's a staple.
Most everybody knows what Woodford is too. Number 2, we've got Cooper's Craft.
Yeah, and actually this is coming in less than the 90 that we said, but this is a phenomenal budget pour. Yeah. I mean, it's under 20 bucks. It's under 20 bucks most places. And it's coming in, 82.2 proof. It's dang good. In all honesty, so the reason this came to mind for me too was how I got turned on to Cooper's Craft. I was at my barber shop. They let me have a try of that. They had a little bourbon tasting event celebrating their 1 year in business, and that was what they had there. And so she poured me a glass of that while I was getting my hair cut. And I was like, dang, this is good. This is under 20 bucks.
Yeah, and it's not even for this would be great for a newcomer, but for bourbon drinkers out there too, they respect this bottle. Yeah.
Also, and if you're at a family gathering and somebody wants to mix some drinks, this is a perfect one to take for a mixer because it's not expensive. It's under 20 bucks, and you're not going to offend anybody by mixing up some drinks with that. Next one, I think, is Old Forester 100. I would be remiss if we didn't put that on the list because as well as this is placed in every blind we have put it in, this comes in like the top 3.
But this took second place in that live stream we did. However many weeks back or however many days back, depending on when this video comes out. Yeah. It took second place, and for good reason. It's a fantastic drink.
It is great. You can find it anywhere, 100 proof. You're going to come in the low $20 range. I mean, it's going to come in between 20 and 25 bucks, depending on where you're at. You're going to find it everywhere. I don't know that there's a place you won't find this.
Exactly. No, I agree.
I mean, it's great.
Now we got some makers in here, some makers 101.
Yeah.
This was a surprise. Now, we first tried this on the Maker's Mark live stream.
Yes.
And it surprised us both. Before that, we had not had any. Yeah, we've had a lot of makers, but this was, for some reason or another, this is one we did not have. This was an absolute surprise. Fantastic notes of brown sugar and a nice creamy buttery feel.
And being a wheated mash bill, it's smooth. It's gonna have all, smooth out all those rough notes for newcomers.
Yeah.
101 proof brings a ton of flavor for the for your people who like bourbon. I think that's another crowd pleaser. Price wise, it's what?
It's like $35 to $40.
Yeah, I mean, that's a winner right there. Next, I love my Early Times Bottle and Bond.
You're such a fanboy of it.
I am such a fanboy of that. But also, I mean, it's a liter bottle for $25-ish.
Yeah.
I'm mid-20s, mid to low 20s. For holiday gathering, hello, liter bottle. It's everything else is 750 mils.
Everybody gets a drink.
Everybody gets a drink. It's a great crowd pleaser. Phenomenal, just brown sugar, caramels, creme brulees, the creaminess, the mouthfeel. It comes in at 100 proof. It's great. It's available.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's hard to get better than this at that price point. At that size. Next for us is 1792 single barrel.
That's so good.
1792, not 1972. I've heard so many people say that. Mostly me.
Yeah.
I say that a lot by extent, but because we're drinking this at the same time.
This guy.
This is roughly a $40 bottle.
Yeah.
And in the same realm as Maker's 101 or some of the other ones we've showcased. It's a great pour. It's smooth. It's available. Nice price too. And it's a beautiful bottle. This is a nice little stocking stuffer as well.
Oh yeah, I mean it's beautiful. I mean that when you're drinking out of that, you feel kind of high class.
You do.
A little high class.
You pull this gold top off. You're just like, ooh, look at me.
It's phenomenal, and that's coming in. What is that coming in at? That's coming in at 98.6 proof, so under 100. To me, it does not drink like a 98.6.
It's very smooth.
It drinks closer to a 90.
Yeah.
But it's packing that flavor punch of being up closer to 100 proof. Yeah. So I think it checks all the boxes.
100% agree.
Next I'm going to say you cannot go wrong with this bottle here. Evan Williams single barrel. This is an 8-year bottle of bourbon. It's readily available. You pick it up $25 to $30.
Yeah.
Pretty much anywhere. Under $30 for an 8-year bottle of bourbon. That's good. It's phenomenal. I mean, it tastes great. It's smooth. It's packed with flavor. And I mean, it's coming in at 86.6 proof, so slightly under that 90 that we talked about. But this is going to please newcomers, and it's going to please your bourbon aficionados as well.
Next is actually what is in our Glencairns.
Yes.
Hazel Bacon Toast. Now we're going to get to a somewhat of a higher price point, and the availability has actually increased. Now this used to be hard to find, and it used to be around $80 to $90. The store shelves are starting to stock it more and more now, and they've actually almost collectively reduced the price down to about $50 to $55.
Yeah.
Great pour. Great, fantastic pour. Yeah. Great bottle.
And I know there are a lot of guys out in the bourbon community kind of like crap all over Basil Hayden. We're talking about be a crowd pleaser, so you're wanting to hit the palates of everybody. This toast, I mean, it smooths out any rough points in Basil Hayden, which there's not a whole lot anyway. Yeah. It's very smooth, but everyone that we've allowed to try this that are not really bourbon fans, love it.
This is a lower proof point too, so this kind of goes under what our criteria was originally stated at 90 to a 105. This is an 80 proof, but again, you're trying to please a crowd. This right here will do it.
Yeah.
Historically, it's pleased everybody that we've given it to. That you said we're not even bourbon drinkers.
I mean, not even bourbon drinkers. I mean, this is something it's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah. I mean, I'm drinking it now. It's just fantastic.
It's really good. And for us bourbon folks, this is a great way to start the evening. As your first pour, because this is our first pour starting out, and this proof point. It's nice. I'm picking up all the flavors. I haven't blown my palate out yet, and then I can ladder climb my way up through the party. I can't complete a list of recommending taking bourbons to somebody without Woodford Double Oak.
I knew you'd pick that one. Yep.
Dude, I mean, you're going to come in between $50 and $60 depending on where you pick it up at. If you find it, you're going to find store picks everywhere, and I haven't tried a store pick yet that isn't phenomenal. The regular Double Oak is great. Store picks are even better. And you're not paying much more for the store pick. Like, I haven't seen a store pick over $60 around us, at least.
Yeah.
And
I mean, not for Double Oak.
Yeah, not for Double Oak.
Not for Woodford Reserve Double Oak. We've seen store picks that are pretty expensive, but not for Woodford Reserve Double Oak.
Yeah, Woodford Reserve Double Oak store pick. And this is a store pick. This is Carolina Summer #2 from one of our local stores here. Yeah. It is so good. I mean, it's just like butterscotch, Werther's Original, caramel, creamy.
You said caramel and not the dumb way, caramel.
Merry Christmas. I just love this. And there again, every person I have given this to loves it.
Yeah. I'm a little biased. Old Forester 1910. This is my hands down favorite bourbon. So you're daggum right. I'm going to bring this to a party.
Heck yeah.
And I have.
Oh yeah.
I actually brought it to my friend Chris's party about 3 weeks ago. And it was good because giving out a life example, there were people there that had never tried bourbon, and there were people there that did drink bourbon. This right here fit right in the middle. It's a 93 proof and it's packed full of flavor. When they try it, they're not going to get burned out and never want to try bourbon again. They're going to understand that it's so smooth and it's full of flavor, so they might actually go back to trying different bourbons now. This is a fantastic bottle. This is I think probably the highest on this list in the terms of pricing.
I think it's the same price as wood for double oak.
About $55.
Yeah, in that $50 to $60 range, depending on where you're at, they're going to price very similar. And I think what you just said is very important. When you're taking bourbon to a gathering where you know there's going to be a variation of people who have, whether they've tried it or not tried it, don't bring those freaking 120 proofs. Come on, guys. Seriously.
You're not trying to hurt people.
Yeah, you're doing a disservice to the whole bourbon community, everybody who loves this little hobby that we have. You want to introduce people to it so they start to like bourbon. Yeah. Don't blow them out and blow their head off with the freaking 120 proof on it.
Because there's a lot of people out there that have a common misconception that bourbon is just all powerful. It's all, it's too much. It burns too hard. If I would have brought 1920 and let them try that 115 proof, it probably would have done it. But this right here was just enough to where they would like it.
And we do have so that was our top, those are our top 10 lists in no particular order. We do have 2 honorary mentions.
1 apiece for honorary mentions.
All right, so my honorary mention is Old Forester 1897, coming in 100 proof, bottled and bond. It is great. So it takes, it's not the double oak like the 1910, but it has just such phenomenal flavor. It's packing a little bit more punch. If you know that your crowd is more of a drinking crowd, bourbon-wise, then this one is going to be a crowd pleaser. I love it. The whole Whiskey Row series is coming in that $50 to $60 range.
Yeah, and my honorary mention is a relatively new bottle to the collection. It's a Wild Turkey Longbranch. Matthew McConaughey. Right. But no, this is a fantastic pour too. I mean, all right. Be better if you did. Beautiful bottle, nice prices, $40 to $45, depending on where you are.
If you can pick it up at Costco, you can get it down at $26.
Oh, well, by God.
If you got a Costco near you and a Costco membership, I see it on the shelf at Costco all the time, 25 to $30.
But you don't need a Costco membership to be able to buy it.
Yeah.
This is readily available at most liquor stores. Fantastic pour. Just nice and sweet and smooth and buttery. But yeah, that was our list of bourbons, good bourbons to take to parties and or holiday events or gatherings or whatnot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because if you're going to be taking a bottle, you want to make it a crowd pleaser, please a lot of palates. I think nothing on this list is going to steer you wrong. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, if you like what we're doing, please hit that like button. It really helps us out with the algorithms and the notification bell. We are doing a lot of live streams now each week. So that'll let you know when we are going live on Thursday evenings. Until next time.
Yeah, happy holidays, depending on which holiday you watch this video.
Yeah, happy holidays. Enjoy, be safe. Cheers.
Cheers.